Right, so welcome to this Vanners collaboration. This video, this month, it's been suggested that we look at the top 5 unusual tips for our motorhome. Now, at the end of this video, there will be a playlist that you can click on and you can look at the other top 5 unusual tips that other motorhomers and caravans have come up with. And we could come up with a lot of useful tips, but couldn't come up with many unusual tips.
No, we did struggle a bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what have you got at number 1?
Well, we've got number 1 is bring a toothbrush with you. We leave.
No, it's not bringing one with you, is it?
Leave a spare toothbrush in the van.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 of these battery-powered thingies. Yeah. And we leave them in the van so that we know when we go away we've always got a toothbrush with us, because you were often forgetting yours, weren't you?
Well, it's an easy thing to forget, isn't it? Yeah. So and that goes for a lot of things that probably we're going to talk about leaving things in the van ready for your next trip, because it's very difficult to remember everything unless you've got a huge list.
Which you have got a huge packing list.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know some things are always in the van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the first one.
Yeah.
So what's the second one?
The second one we've got is that we've got these towels, these microfiber towels.
Yeah.
And we wash these when we get home, and then we put them straight back in the van.
And leave them in the van.
Leave them in the van so that we know we've got towels readily available in the van.
And these are good because they pack up small. You can fold these up, you can roll them up, you can stuff them in a cupboard, and they don't very expertly folded.
Brilliant, yeah.
You can stuff it in a cupboard, and they don't crease or anything like that, but they take up far less room than conventional sort of bath towels and that sort of thing.
So now we know we've always got a toothbrush and we've always got a towel.
So that's a good start.
That's a good start.
Number 3.
Number 3 is that we always have a backup food supply in the van.
Now that's quite a usual tip, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a usual one.
What's unusual?
What's unusual is that we've actually written on the top what's in the tin.
What's in the tin. Now, if you're like us and you don't eat that many tinned goods, you might find it difficult to remember what's actually in the tin, especially if after 12 years the label falls off. Or
you keep it in, like we do, in a box, and you've got all these tins, and you keep picking one up. Oh, is that? Is that?
And you always end up picking up the petit pois, don't you?
That's right. Not that again.
Yeah.
So that's why we've written it on the top.
So what's that? That's sausage.
It's beans and sausage. Yeah, it's valid till August 2022, which is another. Well, that's a good tip, isn't it? Check it's still in date before you eat it.
Yeah. So what's number 4?
I don't know what's number 4. Another thing that we've been doing, especially since the lockdown, is booking click and collects at various supermarkets.
Well, 3 main supermarkets, Morrison's, Tesco and Sainsbury's.
Yeah, which I registered with during all that period.
Yeah.
So that we try and plan, if we got the van, to stop somewhere on the way, one of them to collect some groceries, or if we got the car while we're on a site. Yeah. It just speeds things up, because I can make my list beforehand. Yeah. And then we just drive in, hopefully with no height barrier, and collect the shopping. Yeah. Yeah. So it's unusual, and I haven't heard anyone else suggest doing that.
No, we have been doing that in the last 3 trips, I think, 3 tours, haven't we?
Well, ever since last year we've been doing that.
Yeah. It just makes life a little bit easier. Now, I mean, it's not a good tip if you hate the big supermarkets. It's not a good tip if you love shopping.
Yes. Don't like shopping, do we?
But if you don't like shopping,
always forgetting something,
and you don't mind the greedy supermarkets.
No, so see, I've got favourites list with all of them, and it's easy for me to go through that and tick off what we want, rather than start writing out a whole new list to take in the shop. Yeah.
So that's our 4th unusual tip.
Yeah.
And what's our top unusual tip? I said we had to look this up, didn't we? We've left the best till last, really, haven't we?
Go on then, I can't remember what the best was.
Well, if you've got a cutlery drawer under your sink,
wow. Yeah.
that's difficult to open,
Yeah.
fit a handle to it.
Yes. That's what you've done, didn't you?
And that is the most unusual tip I can come up with.
You're going to obviously show a picture of your handle.
Yeah,
Where did you get your handle from?
Amazon.
Amazon. Was it difficult to fit? Oh dear. Yeah, no. So it's an easy job.
We probably should have done this fifth, shouldn't we, really?
Yes. Easy improvement to your cutlery drawer then.
God.
Yes.
So if you want some really unusual tips, you best watch the other videos in this playlist.
Unusual, helpful tips rather
Hopefully.
than...
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thanks for watching, and if you've persevered this long, you deserve a medal.
Yeah. Right.
See you
That's
later.
it then. Bye then.
Bye then. This is an electric toothbrush. What's so good about that?
Well, we leave what
Oh,
our tip is
is keep your dog still.
when you're making a video. No, we keep
Poppy, sit.
we keep a spare toothbrush in the van, and this helps us because we haven't got a toothbrush, have we? Oh.